Hello, welcome to Mama Sue's Kitchen. I hadn't planned on doing a video today. I try to do one every other day, but I thought I'm having such a simple supper tonight. I wanted to show you, if you like things like this, how simple it is just to put something together and have a good meal. Now, I'll show you, I have already fried some potatoes and they're just warming right now. But I had a half a pack of hot dogs left and I didn't really want hot dogs. So I put just a little oil in my pan. I chopped my hot dogs just in penny-sized slices. And I'm gonna brown them just a little bit. And I'm gonna make some homemade beanie weenies. I don't know if you have had that where you live, but we used to buy, and they still have it in the store in the little cans, like an individual can, and they're beanie weenies. And back years ago, they were 50 cents a can. Now they're about $1 a can, 90-something cents, I think. So I'm just going to show you how you can put something together, and it's a good meal, and you're not wasting anything because we had already had hot dogs, and I could freeze that other half pack. There were 5 hot dogs left. But instead, I chopped them up, and I'm going to do these beanie weenies. And while this is cooking, I'm going to give you an update on Blake. He is doing great. They did a swallow test on him and an upper GI, and he passed his swallow test, but when he would try to suck, his oxygen would drop because his little nostrils are so small. But he will be able to swallow. And next week, they're going to schedule surgery to put the GI tube in his belly button so he will be able to go home with that before too much longer. His esophagus was fine. His stomach is fine. It's in the right place. And he can't have surgery to repair his cleft palate until he's anywhere from 7 to 9 months old. But I'm telling you, he is our miracle, and I get messages every day telling me you're praying for him, and I appreciate it so much because the prayers are absolutely working. We can't wait to get him home where he can just get all the love. He has 4 sisters, and you know that they're going to spoil that baby rotten, and that's okay. We hope to go see the other grandkids before long. We haven't seen them since Thanksgiving, and I've got to get their Christmas presents to them, so hopefully before long we'll be able to go and see them. Now these weenies are browning. I think you can see. And it's just up to you. You don't have to brown them at all. Matter of fact, the ones you buy in the can are not browned. But you can use a can of baked beans. You know, Bush's has baked beans, different ones. But I'm just going to use the old-fashioned Van Camp pork and beans. And I'm going to pour just a little of the juice out. Just a tiny bit. I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm going to pour that in here. I'm sorry, I'm sure this is loud on camera, but it has to be hot. So, to the pork and beans, I'm going to add about a half a cup of brown sugar. Now, if you were using the baked beans, you wouldn't need to put that much, but this has no sugar in it at all. And I'm also going to put just a squirt of barbecue sauce. Your favorite, it doesn't matter. And that's all I'm putting in it. I'm just going to let that heat for a little bit. You know, sometimes the pork and beans have a little surprise in them. They have a little piece of pork. And you can leave that in there or take it out. And I had planned to take it out and give it to Scout because he's right down here. But I don't believe this can had one. But that's okay. That is fine. So what I'm doing, this will be ready to eat if you just let it really heat through and simmer just for a little bit. But I'm going to show you what else I'm having. Like I said, I have already fried my potatoes. I just chopped them up in slices. And we just like ours just fried. I just put a little salt and pepper and a little garlic powder over it and just cooked them. And I don't know if y'all have ever done this or not. You're learning a lot about a country cook. But we're just going to have beanie weenies, fried potatoes, and I'm going to have garlic bread. And I think I've shared this with you before. I haven't put it in the oven yet. But I had some hot dog buns that's left over. And you just put some butter on that and some garlic powder. It's the best garlic bread. And I'll put that in my oven and brown it a little bit. And this is our supper tonight. Beanie weenies, fried potatoes, and garlic bread. How simple is that? Didn't take very long at all. Y'all, our pastor said last night something that I think we all need to hear. He said, the Bible doesn't say to go into all the world or your neighborhood or whatever and tell others about Jesus if there's not a pandemic going on or if there's not a mess in this world. Jesus means for us to tell others about him. You might not can get out of your house, but you've got a telephone and you tell somebody that Jesus loves them. You be salt and light wherever you go because Jesus loves you and he wants others to know it. I'll be back soon.